No, I'm good, dog. I don't want no shit in my ass. I don't know.
I'm here. Didn't say I hear you. Just said I'm here.
I don't know how your wife feels about that, but it's okay. Oh, wow. How old are you, Grim?
CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks.
You're not supposed to give dogs milk, dude.
This crowd is ready.
And dogs can drink milk.
It's set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
I don't like these rants. I don't want to fucking stream, but I got to do it.
I mean, I don't know if I would give them chicken bones, to be honest, because you don't want that cracking in there. You don't want it tearing up their esophagus and their stomach and shit.
Because that shit'll break off.
I couldn't tell you.
Go to the Twitch account and Twitch app.
It's in YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I was on Facebook earlier, and these girls were talking. So that means if everybody gets quarantined, I don't have to pay my bills? Yeah, dumbass. Yeah, you gotta pay your bills. Yeah, you gotta pay bills.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that's what I've heard from doctors.
Looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
Graham. Stop with the F on me, damn word you say. Damn, F this, motherfucker.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incomplete.
My ears are virgin now.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on
I know.
They like to play
fucking Grim and twisting their asses. No, don't finger it.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught at the 10.
Yep. Meet the Millers. In the tent.
How do I watch that? I've never seen that.
It's a good show. I don't know if it's on Netflix. I haven't seen it.
Will it be on YouTube, JD?
Oh, shit. I forgot this kicker. Damn it. I might have missed this kick too soft. Oh, damn.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that makes
people are blowing it out of proportion. Yeah.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 6.
But we're not talking about the plague, though. We're talking about a virus.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
But you haven't heard from that in, like, years, though.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
All right, guys, I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
See ya.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Go, Ringo. That's it. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, they're scared. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We own them.
Throwing again. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Fields.
God damn.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Taylor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
180. Check 45 to Mike. Army.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
What we got? Check that.
The give to Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll give it to Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This fielded at the 2. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's got room. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Watch the run. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Jack! Shift.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Showing it. Check 9. Bang, 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 bang. Check 26.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of
Well, yeah, but that's pretty much what's been going on since the world was, like, since everything started. Like, everyone thinks that they're in the end times because everyone thinks that that's exactly what's happening, you know?
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Alert 3. Real. Alert 3. Regular. Hey, Charlie. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. 54, done.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Alert.
Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, you're supposed to be a preacher?
Mayfield to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Off play action. Fields. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Again, every single age that there's ever been, people feel that way.
Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Check safety.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And he's got his target. That's more. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here.
Mike 5-4. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Looking to throw. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Supposedly that was Mary Magdalene.
Returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's Mayfield. Caught here by Griffin. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first down throw for Mayfield, being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get
the Bible makes it sound like it's a choice, doesn't it? Mark the beast. So, how are they going to do it without knowing if it's not a choice? Then it isn't a choice.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he finds Taylor, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
There's several of them.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 17, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33. Kings. Buzz.
Mayfield looks to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get...
Come on!
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 42 yards out. Seibert's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead.
God damn it.
Action here in quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now Taylor. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
61, matchbox lights. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. Real. Watch.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Hey, alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play, because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The sun is holding.
Over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Everything has gravity. Everything with mass has gravity. Gravity isn't holding it up, it produces its own. It would do that by losing all of its mass.
They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing on third and long. Fields. He's going to look. It got his man.
Are you saying atheist or agnostic? Like you just don't know one way or the other.
Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Says who? Are you making that statement based on the duality of everything, or just because, like, you believe it because that's what the Bible says?
And this will be a touchback as that sails.
It doesn't necessarily mean there has to be an equal force of evil. Like, I understand that. What I'm saying is an evil of that magnitude.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I honestly don't think that the devil is evil. I think he's self-centered, but I don't think he's out there trying to get people to sin. Well, that's your...
The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, echo.
Throwing. Mayfield. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
I got it. Mike 54. Mike.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He's going to go for a big play down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Pick it up. He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, McFarland. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 straight.
No one has the whole entire Bible. They have what man decided to put in there, what certain man divided to put in there.
And if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now a give right side. McFarland. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's in Italy. Yeah, in Rome.
Running game, I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they're...
knocks it through the goalpost, and that 18-point ball game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Again, the Bible is just what man decided to put in there. They decided which books to include, which books not to. And that's all they're doing now, is just changing it to what they want to have in there.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Regular. Hey, Alpha.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Taylor.
There's a lot of them.
Down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Break that. 20. 54 Mike. Alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch. Hey, exit.
Mayfield on 1st down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch.
Ahmed.
Inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So
Ahmed the terrorist. I kill you.
2 yards on 1st down.
Tighten up. Check 3.
Yeah.
To throw.
Allah Akbar.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
What, saying God is great? That's evil?
First catch of the game defensively.
That's all that is saying God is great. Allah Akbar.
Cover guy on him, and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That's societal. That's not moral. Well, that's their societal beliefs. That's not their religion. Like, that's like marriage laws. Marriage laws in America aren't. Oh, thank you, sir.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football,
Oh, damn, he was on top of that one.
Couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8,
he just
9,
did.
Whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Set, ready. Henry. Mike, Henry. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. It's our time. It's our time. Check. Crunch. Go. Joker.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
I don't know why you're saying scientists. I mean, scientists, but most scientists believe in the Darwinian system of evolution.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Watch the shift. Check, check.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeout.
This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You gotta have Catholic, you gotta have Mormon, you gotta, like, there's a bunch of them.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
That was the Islamic temple.
The Browns drive about about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Check. Run. Check.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. TJ Green with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Check 4. Check 3. Check 3. Clock. Check 13.
On 1st and 10, Fields flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He was trying to go back to more there, and it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing.
Are you talking about the commandments?
They're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
20. Mike 5-4. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Moses.
Cleveland. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position.
You're saying the commandments, right?
Still an important piece of business to take care of.
That was Moses. That was Moses.
And that'll make the score 31-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
You judge me all the time.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive. Fields.
Ah, just threw another pick. Jeez.
Interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
You guys stop doing the same play back to back here, son.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Pull it together. Kill. Jim. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Regular. Hey. High 7.
Mayfield with it once more. Now a desperation throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will get him one closer.
Why would a God allow you to be born with 6 holes in your heart? The God that's omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
Yeah, that's a loving God, if you ask me. Yeah, that's beautiful. He's teaching you by making you suffer. That is an all-loving God.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, McFarland, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds.
That wasn't the question.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
There's no such thing as free will. Not in the biblical sense.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Man, I got you.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
There's no question. Anyone that would create someone and just for the purpose of seeing them suffer, that's a fucking dickhead bully.
2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal.
Oh, he didn't get in bounds. His butt was on the ground. I'm sorry, I was paying attention to this game. I didn't hear anything they said.
Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
We got this.
It depends. Fucking born with cancer. Fucking, yeah. Fucking leukemia his whole life.
On 1st down, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. They put up their goal.
Oh, so this is all his fantasy then. This is all fantasy to him?
Congratulations to them for achieving their goal.
Yeah.
They have to finish the season strong.
No, tell me. Just answer the question. Answer the question. Is this all fantasy to him? Okay. So he has a suffering to see us suffer.
So that's a wrap for John.